Hi everyone, Elizabeth here. If you follow my blog, you know that I love art journaling with children. There's something that is really fun about how they play. A lot of us as adults forget that level of just sheer abandon without expectations when it comes to creating something. And that pressure that we put on ourselves, I think it's really great to spend time with kids to just remember what it feels like to just put stuff down before all that negative self-talk and those demons and gremlins in our head start talking. So my cousin Libby in India asked me to create a couple of journals for her sons, and I said, okay, this is the perfect time as any to show how I create them for my nieces and nephews who are here as well. I start with some very basic supplies. I tend to use these Michael's store has these 9 by 12 inch watercolor pads. So Creatology, I think, is what this one is called. It's just a watercolor pad for kids. And then I decided with the journals I put together for my trip to Vegas a couple of months ago to visit my nieces to use this really fun paper. It's a die construction paper pad, also by Creatology. And that's the kind of paper on the inside. So fun. So again, there's a combination of this construction paper that has already got some inks on it so that you're not staring at a blank white page, and a combination of that with blank watercolor paper to play in. So since it's two boys this time, I went through my wallpaper sample stash and picked out a couple of colors. It's going to be around the December time frame they get it anyway, so I figured December themes, boy themes, these looked good. So again, all I do is I take these 9 by 12 watercolor pads and I fold them in half. So if I go to the center of one of these books, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about, right? This is just a 9 by 12 folded in half. I used 11 sheets, just interlacing watercolor paper with the construction paper, just one after the other, interlaced, folded in half. Again, I use my classic, which I think is becoming my signature binding, which is the 3 holes that are punched, but I use it as a 5 spine hole. Very simple blanket stitch. You just go in and out, and then you can either knot on the inside or the outside. I prefer outside knotting. I've left a little bit of the string on the outside that the kids can attach some embellishment to. I usually tend to attach embellishments at the very end of my journal, because if you actually attach something to it, when you go to work in your journal, you've got this little thing that's bumping in the back that, for me personally, is very annoying. I know some people are totally fine with that. Again, using the style that I used for Vegas this time, I created front pockets and back pockets on both covers of this. There's some of that construction paper kind of lining the inside of the watercolors. So you kind of have a quick, simple one pamphlet book that's, very easy to make, really fun for kids to play in. It takes the preciousness out of things, and waterpaper or wallpaper samples are actually really nice and sturdy. They don't tend to tear as easily as some of the other materials you would see on top of journals, and they tend to resist stains and things like that as well. You can just kind of wipe them off with a wet rag if something falls on it. I also went ahead and added some stickers. I always find stickers are fun for kids to play with on the inside of both of these journals. So here are the two journals created for my cousin Libby's sons. Libby, I hope they love it, and I can't wait to see how they create in it. Thanks so much for watching.